missed, and we will roll for initiatives.
Okay.
19.
Okay.
29.
5.
1,000.
Nice.
No, it was 5.
Oh, boo.
Queen got a 19. Rogue got 5.
I got
Alright,
17
I'm gonna
plus 12, so it makes
Sorry,
it a
I'm gonna have to move longer
29.
than I should.
Do that. Bubba,
29.
29, because you have insane odds with this character.
Unfortunately, my
It's the fact that I have a plus 12 initiative, alright?
No, I know. What'd you get, Ashton?
I didn't roll yet. I'm rolling right now. 0.
1,000. Wait, what?
Okay. How do you get 0?
1 minus 1.
Fair enough.
Wow.
That would do it right there.
It's
Mhm.
Timothy initiative.
That's Timothy energy right there. Wholeheartedly Timothy.
Also,
and then...
I won't be able to do anything right now because I have to go do dishes.
Okay, that's fine, because you're going to be last
Sounds
anyways.
I found this Timothy on the map.
There was a Timothy, yes.
So,
There is one. He's in the field.
Oh, is he really? Did he
Yeah,
show back
he's
up?
over here.
because Quinn added Timothy.
I did not.
Somebody added Timothy again. I deleted Timothy.
You leave Timothy in the fields, okay?
He gets to go in. That's where he disappeared off to. Even better, he's
Timothy's
off
not
to that
even
side.
on. Oh, Timothy is. He's hiding.
All right.
I think it's contraband at the border. So.
Wait, where's Timothy?
Oh, you got rid of him.
I knew he did when he said, "So where's Timothy?"
Oh, he keeps blinking him in and out. Stop it.
Okay.
Blink in and out of existence.
Okay, Thanos. Jeez. Calm down.
All right.
Perfection.
I'll do this. Actually, you know what? Let's do
Balance.
one.
It is. Except for
This can go pop up and pop up.
Ooh, yay,
Bop
schematic.
bop. Bop bop. Bop 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 bop.
All right. So we start things off with a Mr. Roderick,
Yes.
who has woken up from what feels like one of the best sleeps of his life.
Why?
I will say that you wake up to a rather large amount of commotion
No.
within the Salty Spatoon, and you can hear this commotion through your room's door. What would you like to do, sir?
So from the last thing you and I talked about from before the main campaign, I still remember all that information, right?
I would believe so, yes.
About what I read and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So I'm trying to remember what my character was doing. Oh, I remember. I was gonna go return back to the. I guess I'll head downstairs because I remember what I was gonna do now.
All right, sounds good. As you exit the door of your room, you are greeted with a very loud commotion. Go ahead and give me a let's do dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Holy.
Stop fighting.
23.
23. So as you come out to all of this insane commotion, you're trying to figure out what's going on, and a beer stein comes flying up from the main floor towards you, and you're quickly able to dodge out of the way. And the stein actually flies all the way through your room and crashes through the window on the other side with a loud
Bar fight.
Tom, I might need a clean up in my room.
Interestingly enough, your voice seems to be unheard as the amount of commotion and the volume at which that commotion is happening is muting what you're saying.
Alright, I guess I'll head down the stairs.
All right. As you begin to head down the stairs, interestingly enough, there's a commotion going on in the room beside you, and out pops Clive, kind of staggering around as if he had a rather disturbing wake up call.
Good
Quinn,
morning.
you've been woken up by the sound of that stein smashing through the window, and it has startled you, and you're very, very intrigued as to what just happened.
What just happened? What broke?
You will probably wouldn't believe it, but I opened my door and a stein came flying in and crashed in my room.
Okay, do you know where it came from?
Obviously that direction since it made it into my room.
Okay, I'm gonna go kill them.
Don't,
quick.
no, no, no. You're not killing anyone.
I was having a nice dream, dude.
You had a dream?
Yes!
Both
About
of you,
what?
please make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, God.
24.
Oh,
No,
I like where this is going.
25.
12. I got a 12. I can't hit with that.
12. Okay. So again, this time a stein comes flying from that main floor, and it's actually able to not so much hit both of you, but narrowly miss and hit the door just past you, which begins to stir its resident and potentially wake them up. But they're kind of a heavy sleeper.
Yeah, Clive, you have to tell me about this dream, but I'm gonna go downstairs and see what the commotion is about.
I will. I'm joining you. Do I have my
Okay.
slippers on? I have my slippers on, right?
That's up to you.
I'm pretty sure I do, because slippers I wear to bed.
You do indeed. And you so
I'm gonna walk up the wall.
yeah, I knew that was coming.
Go figure.
Cray,
So
I
you
have
guys-
my slippers and gloves on. I do the same thing.
I just don't want to get hit by another
Spider rabbit.
Okay.
Spider rabbit.
So
Spider
you both
cry.
decide to somehow walk down to the main floor via the ceiling.
Hmm.
Boss lady,
Yes.
you
I can actually yell because my parents are here.
are you are woken up to a loud bang, a loud on your door. And as you exit your room, you see two of your companions, Roderick and Clive, hanging from the ceiling, making their way across this ceiling towards the main room. Go ahead and roll for perception.
16 plus 2, 18.
You are able to perceive as you're trying to piece together what is happening that there appears to be some type of massive bar fight that's going on down on the main floor.
Okay.
And these two are at now they've reached about midway on the ceiling, so they're directly above it all. What would you like to do?
I'd like to ask them, what are you guys doing up there?
Spidering!
Avoiding
Why?
flying cups.
Because! Listen, you do not want to get hit by a barrel. Duck!
What?
Yeah, they're throwing kegs at us.
Watch out!
Ah!
That's your cue for me to roll dexterity or something so that way I get hit by a barrel.
You're like,
Sure. Let's do a dexterity saving throw.
You get a 1, your whole clothes are
I,
replaced with
I
a
was saying
barrel.
watch out to Clive.
Oh god. Also, just heads up, guys.
18.
Groceries are on the way, so I may have to step away for
30, 20.
a minute.
You're good.
I got an 18. Please let them
Oh.
lunge with me.
There you go. So all right, well boss lady got a dirty 20. So as you warn her about the barrel, a legitimate barrel comes flying at her, and she's actually able to dodge this due to the expert advice that was handed to her.
Just Matrix it.
About that same time, beer steins are now seemingly being thrown at the two that are up on the ceiling. And they are missing due to the fact that their throwers don't necessarily have the strongest arm. And so they're making it 3/4 of the way and then falling back down.
Can I do a perception check?
Sure.
All right. I'd like to perceive who's throwing the things and why. Well, that's a nat 20 plus
Can I yell something real quick?
10, so 30.
Can I yell something real quick?
Sure.
I want to yell to Boss Lady and just say it to Bubba a bit, like a little louder, so he can actually hear me. Do not pull out a knife.
This knife?
Do not pull out a knife. Do you not want to see what happens when you pull a knife? In a
Yeah,
box
that
fight?
thing. Don't pull that out.
Don't pull this thing out. Oh.
As Quinn requests the knife not get pulled out, Boss Lady pulling the knife out. As this is being said, the entire main floor goes quiet. And only Quinn's request to not pull out a knife and Boss Lady's sarcastic remark to then pull out a knife are the only things that are heard clear as day through the entirety of the Salty Splatoon.
Yeah,
Who's got
that
the
knife.
Get out. Can I roll intimidation?
Not yet.
Oh, boo.
From in the middle of the floor, a very booming voice is heard. That goes, "Hey! This is a man's fight. There's no knives here. Put it away. Who brought it out? Put it away."
What did I see with a 30, by the way? It's a nat 20.
So what you saw is that this fight is actually happening between a rather rowdy and large, in terms of size, group of gentlemen and all of the male gremlins that are helping Tom.
All right,
You do not see Tom anywhere.
Can I jump off the ceiling towards the biggest looking one
Can I join him with that?
and do an intimidation roll?
Bubba, you can do an intimidation roll. Quinn, you need to do an athletics check.
Yay!
And I kid you not, your DC is 19 to land on your feet.
Oh.
Ooh.
Intimidation.
Haha! 24.
24! I thought it was something funnier than 24.
That is a 19
I
plus
actually got scared.
4. I'm not very intimidating on my modifiers.
Can I do intimidation as well?
That's okay. Yes, since you succeeded in your athletics check, your acrobatics check, yeah.
Damn. 21. 21?
Look at that.
You
Oh,
stupid.
20. Yeah, no, that's wild. All right, so Bubba, you fall on top of the largest man, the one that shouted at Boss Lady or Nova, and catch him 100% completely off guard. You pin him to the ground, and his eyes become as big as saucers. How terrified he is. Queen, as you drop down, you don't drop down on top of anyone, but instead in the middle of a group that were brawling against each other. Every single one of them have stopped brawling, have taken 3 steps back, and are just amazed at the fact that your knees have not blown out.
What's going on here?
Breakfast.
Can I roll another intimidation?
Yes, but from back in the corner, you do hear a guy sitting at a table yell breakfast, and then sitting next to that gentleman, you hear breakfast fights. Breakfast fights are the best.
A Bible. You mean Bible?
Why are y'all fighting in the first place? Let's talk about that. Let's address the elephant in the room.
We fight because it's breakfast fights.
Now who wants to fight me? Cause I'll beat anyone.
I got 11.
Bubba, strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. All right.
Never
Oh
mind.
my god.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yep.
Okay. Interestingly, so as you're saying, I'll challenge anybody.
Oh boy.
You get met with what they thought was their strongest right hook that could exist. Unfortunately, you're just built different, and
I have a
you
question.
feel nothing.
Is the person now behind me? Like, am I now facing their back or?
No, they're so in the direction that you are looking, they are to your left, and they've put everything into this right hook punch. So they are kind of like behind your left shoulder.
I'd
and
like
they're
to do a quick 180 and rabbit kick them towards the door.
You're mean.
All right. Go ahead and do your strength saving, or not strength saving, the strength check.
Strength check. That is a 14 plus 3.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage die.
Right, 1d8 plus
Ooh,
3.
that was fun. I'm opening my
9.
bank for this plan. Yeah.
All right. So you turn and meet this man who is dumbfounded that his punch has done nothing to you, and you kick him, dealing 18 damage, sending him all the way through the front door of the Salty Splatoon and out into the streets, and he is knocked completely unconscious.
Who's next?
And as you say those words,
You flex your muscles?
everyone,
I don't flex my muscles. I'm just
Pauses.
standing there.
as if thinking about their next move.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Something ain't right.
Rogue,
You're right.
What'd I do?
you
Uh-oh.
have woken up, and the sound of the sea is around you. You take a step out of the small cabin within the ship. Your fellow partner, Ashton, is still sleeping at this time. Go ahead and roll perception for me.
He's just my partner, not my wife partner.
Can y'all, Grog and Ashton, also pronounce your names of your characters for Cray also?
Jimmy Neutron.
Lauren. Did you just say Jimmy Neutron?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, don't worry.
I did have a character named Carl Weasley.
He did.
Jimmy's mom.
Jimmy's, that was cooler than Jimmy's mom.
Oh, jeez, guys.
Oh, jeez.
I don't really know.
Jimmy's
All right, Rogue, what's your character's name?
Varin. V-A-R-I-N.
Okay, Varin. Perfect. So go ahead and roll for perception for me.
I already did.
I do.
I got a 19.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So very perceptive as you come out onto the main deck of the ship. You are able to see off in the not too far distance land.
Oh.
But also at the same time as you see this land, you notice that you seem to be sitting a little lower in the water than you were previously. What would you like to do?
Weigh anchor and get the lifeboat ready.
Okay. All right. Uh, explain to me how exactly you're weighing anchor. Is this something where we're sprinting to the anchor and dropping it as soon as possible? Are we taking our time? How is this looking?
The water looks pretty nominal right now that I might be able to get away with just lowering the anchor and being fine. So I'm gonna say, take my time.
Okay. Go ahead and do an investigation check for me on the water.
All right. So we're testing the fathoms, are we? All right.
She's a reaper.
18.
Your boat currently is half underwater.
Oh, something's not right here. I can't point it out.
Hold up. Wait.
Oh, I swore there was half a ship. Another half of ship some time ago. Interesting.
So as you ponder this fact, you work your way over to the anchor, and you drop it with a loud. The ship jerks as the sails are still up, and there's a loud cracking that begins to be heard as the anchor tries to take hold, but is being pulled by the power of the wind into the sails.
Okay, I quickly go over and loosen the sails so they don't pick up the wind.
All right, go ahead and make a strength check for me.
Ugh, fell off my desk. Dang it. Alright, hang on.
Ring it in.
I got a 2.
So as you go to hoist the sails up and diminish their effect, the anchor actually takes root and hits what it needs to hold the boat steady. And there's a very strong jerk that occurs on the ship in itself. And you actually end up losing your balance. So go ahead and roll a d4 for me.
Alright, I am rolling the 12.
I mean, we can do a d12. I'm just going to let you know this is a damage die.
Oh, so it's a damage die. Which dice do I roll?
D4. Looks like a little pyramid.
Oh, okay.
Yikes.
1.
Ooh.
Convenient. So yeah, so you lose your balance and you hit the dock, the floor of the ship, a little hard, but nothing too crazy. You scrape your right ear a little bit, and you take 1 damage. The boat has stopped moving, but the cracking sounds seem to continue.
He shot me he got me in the air. But seriously, probably should get off this boat.
What would you like to do?
Honestly, I should.
He's picked up the pirate lingo in a day.
He got me in the air. But seriously, we should probably get off this boat.
Alright, I'm back.
He hit the ground and becomes pirate for 10 seconds.
If you dare. But seriously, we need to get off this boat.
If you dare.
But in all seriousness, where's this lifeboat at?
I'm
So all right. So what would you like to do, Rogue?
Okay, so I hop on the lifeboat and start rolling back to shore and sort of assess the damage. Well, actually, no. Instead, I cut off the rope on the sails and let the sails drop onto the ship. And then I hop into the lifeboat and then start rowing back to shore.
okay. You just forgot about me.
Sorry, you gotta swim back. Only the life. Only one lifeboat.
All right, so Rogue. So you're
Oh, I'm
cutting
just
the
kidding.
sails. We're gonna focus on that right now.
Okay.
You're cutting the sails. So I need you to
Yes.
make and this is gonna be a good bit of rolling here. I need you to make an athletics check to be able to
Okay.
get to where you can cut these sails. Then I need you to make a strength check
Oh boy.
to see if you can cut these. And do you by any chance have anything in your inventory that can be used as some type of a knife? Do you have a sword or anything?
I actually have daggers on my character. Yes.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. So you do have something that can actually cut. Yeah. So athletics check to get up to where the sails are, and then you're gonna do a strength check to cut the sails.
All right. Okay, nat 20. Let's go. On the first one. And I got a 12.
Okay, got you. So you're able to get up there. You're very acrobatic, very athletic, and you get up to where you can cut these sails off, and you begin to saw at them, and you're able to get one side off. But as you're getting the second side cut, you hear a slightly groggy Ashton emerge from the cabin, and he's rather curious as to what these sounds are, these cracking sounds. Mr.
Good
Ashton,
morning.
Mr. Ashton, please go ahead and do a perception check for me.
Well, that must be.
Okay.
Was the sound necessary?
That is a dirty 20.
Very nice, perfect. So as you emerge, you notice that it seems to be there's a few things going on here. Off in the distance, you can see that there is indeed land. You also take a look off to the sides of the ship, and you notice that the ship is halfway in the water, which is not how it was when you went to sleep. And also, you are able to identify that the sound that you are hearing, one of them is the sawing of a blade, and you hear a loud as half of the main sail comes swinging down past you and is now dangling over on the right-hand side of the ship.
I'd be like, I'm no longshoreman, but I don't think this is how a boat's supposed to work.
Don't worry.
All right.
Red,
what would you
what are
like to do at this point?
Okay, what was Red some character's name again? I don't know.
Varin.
Lauren, what are you doing?
Varin. But
Yeah,
V.
that's what I said. Varin.
Oh, okay. Varin.
Varin, what are you
I'm
doing?
cutting the sails because it seems to be dragging our ship.
Isn't that what the sails are supposed to do?
Not when the anchor is dropped.
Okay. But why is the anchor dropped?
Because
Oh.
we're close to land.
And also, why is the boat halfway underwater?
Would you just stop asking stupid questions and help me get the mast?
Maybe if you would answer questions instead of being sarcastic.
You both feel an extreme jerk. Rogue, you're able to see that the anchor is now starting to cut into the side of the boat as the cracking of the wood now begins to identify itself as actually the cracking of the frame.
Okay, on second thought, I'm going to help you.
That's what I thought you said.
All right. How are you trying to help him, Ashton?
I'm going to use my sword and help. Like, and help him do whatever he needs to do.
Okay, Ashton, go ahead and make a athletics check, and then both Rogue and Ashton make strength checks.
All right.
Okay, that is a 23.
It is indeed.
Okay,
And
I
a
got
strength check
a
of
15.
a 9.
I got a 15, and I have a +1 on my ability, so 16.
Are we
Yeah.
back?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a 23 for my first roll and then a 9 for my strength.
Okay. What was Rogue's strength?
16. That's
16,
including
okay.
my +1.
Awesome. All right, Ashton. I also need you to roll on a Wisdom saving throw that needs to be higher than a 14.
Okay. A 9.
All right. All right. So as you climb up to go help Rogue, you reach the top, but across from where Rogue is, you see the image of a rather rowdy pirate that you had seen before, Nicholas No Hat, and you are convinced that he is up there with both of you. Rogue, you are able to continue to cut at this mast, and you are able to break the second uh, main support free. The sail comes crashing down onto the boat in itself, and it does cause. Let's see here. It does cause both of the side railings to break, and the flooring to crack almost in half. Ashton, what would you
Okay,
like to
then
do?
ignoring the very obvious pirate, I'm gonna be like, Baron, do you know where the lifeboat is?
It's right there on the
Good.
stern.
I hop. I go right. I go.
Rogue, roll for investigation.
15.
Okay. So you are able to locate that lifeboat. It is on towards the back of the boat, and it does look like it is still unharmed from where the mast fell. But as you point towards where it is, the actual mast that you both are on and up on, like kind of in the crow's nest area, uh, that begins to tumble and fall because of the crashing and the breaking of the floor has weakened the main support. And so you both begin to fall uh, with the mast towards the back of the boat.
Okay. So, I'm going to. I'm gonna get into. Did I make it to the lifeboat or no?
You guys are both up on the crow's nest right now, and it is falling down. So you guys are in the air currently, making your way down.
If I die, I just want to point out it's your fault. That's my words to him.
If you die, I'm taking your treasure.
I
Fair enough.
If I die, I blame you. If you die, I'm taking your stuff.
Yeah, that is the assignment. Congratulations, you found out the dynamic of these two.
I need both of you to roll a d6.
All
A
right.
d6. Okay. 2. I'm guessing this damage.
4.
Yes. So as the crow's nest falls and you guys meet the back end of the boat, the way that you have fallen is, Ashton, you've actually fallen on top of Rogue, and it cushioned your fall to where you only took 2 damage. Rogue, you took the full brunt of everything and took a full 4 damage.
Now,
But you guys are now down. You are where the this I can't think of the right word, but the steering. You're in the back of the ship. You're where the steering happens.
stern.
Stern. Yeah. But I'm trying to think of what the actual like the steering wheel is called.
It's called the stern.
Helm.
The helm. There you go. That's a better way to say it. Yeah. So you guys have fallen all the way down. The crow's nest has broken the helm in itself,
I'm going to
and the only thing left to do now is to either ravage the ship for whatever goodies you guys have, if you place any of them on the ship, or go straight for the lifeboat itself.
Which we did
I carry
not
everything
in
on
the
me
last-
anyway.
Yeah, I carried everything on me, so into the lifeboat, abandoned ship.
Yep.
All right. So you guys actually both climb down into the lifeboat rather easily, and the cracking continues, and you guys are able to get into this lifeboat. But I need both of you to roll for
4 2s.
Roll what?
Perception.
Perception. Okay. That is a 2.
That is 13.
All right.
Hang on a
So you're
second,
very
I'm being
grateful-
summoned by Miss Hope.
That's fine. Ashton, you're very grateful to be down in this lifeboat after this near-death experience that you've experienced. And Rogue is, as he comes down, he's a little bit more gathered, even though he's taken the brunt of the damage. He's really looking to get away, and you don't notice it, but he does. There is only 1 oar.
Get moving.
Well, I don't notice the oar.
Figure it out.
You don't necessarily notice the oar. Rogue does. So we're gonna leave you guys there, and we're gonna slide back on over to the main group over in the Salty Splatoon. The group that was surrounding Quinn has begun to observe him a little bit more and investigate him, and has discovered that he's wearing some very odd looking shoes. And so one of them steps forward and points and goes, "What are those?"
Maybe. Okay, listen, dude. You want to do that to me? All I gotta say to you is, 1, where'd you learn that? 2, are you blind? And 3, these are slippers. Do you sleep?
Huh.
You-
One, I was just asking a question.
Yes.
Because I've never seen those before, so I wanted to know, what are those?
But you're doing it so meanly, dude. They're slippers.
2, I'm not blind, but I'm tone deaf.
Oh.
3, no, I don't sleep very much, to be honest. I'm a henchman. It's part of what we do. We just don't sleep. You see these bags under my eyes? Go ahead and roll for investigation.
Okay. 21.
Very nice. You see almost the bags have almost reached down to this, like, where his mouth would be if you were to go across. He's got very, very, very low bags.
Dude, instead of having a bar fight, get some sleep.
No!
Why not?
Breakfast fights are the best. That's what gets me going in the morning.
Okay.
Please make a strength saving throw.
18.
18. All right. He begins to charge at you, not to swing, but as if he's just going to barrel straight into you, and you're able to stop him, but he does start pushing you back as if he's just gonna push you through the door.
Okay.
Bubba.
Barry, I would like
Yeah.
to like stand there and pop my knuckles and say who's the leader?
That guy just kicked out the freaking window.
They all
I'm the leader.
point to each other. And even the two that were sitting at the table that originally had exclaimed breakfast, they are pointing at each other for a second or two, and then they'll point at the next nearest individual, and they continually move their
own
gaze around.
I'd like to turn to the stairs that Miss Nova's on and be like, Miss Nova, which one do you think I should send out next?
How about the one on top of me right now?
Clive, you're a big boy. You can take care of yourself.
Oh. I see how it is. You like women more. Fair.
Bubba, repeat what you said.
Miss Nova, which one should I send out the door next?
Roll for perception.
Okay. By the way, the map might be down.
Refresh your pages.
Okay. Very nice. So you're able to. All right, we're good. You're able to determine that sitting at the bar, not fighting anybody, is what looks to be the leader of this group. And he's wearing a hooded, not cape, but he's wearing a hooded hat. And he's got big shoulder pads.
I point towards him, that guy that you just described. I say, that one.
Do y'all know him?
From in the back, you hear, "Yeah, that's our leader."
I just asked who's the leader, and you guys pointed to each other.
And then, as you say that, the guy who sits next to the guy who just told you who's the leader smacks the guy who just told you who the leader was, and just simply goes, "Hey, we're not supposed to tell them.
Right,
That's
I'm
the
back.
whole plan." So unfortunately, they did not hear your second exclamation.
Yeah, bro.
Quinn, at this point, you've been pushed about 3/4 of the way across the Salty Splatoon, and you are getting close to being pushed out the door.
Okay. Can I go ahead and just unengage from this guy? Just move to the side, and watch him just charge into a wall or something.
Yeah. You can go ahead roll for athletics and strength. Boss lady, is there anything you'd like to do?
I would also roll for perception as well to see if there's anything else that I see.
Okay.
11
Clive,
and 15.
you are able to get out of the way, and he also goes just charging, now off balance, out the front door of the Salty Spatoon and out into the street. He does trip and fall down the stairs, and he also is knocked unconscious. Your perception, boss lady, is that the rest of the group has the altercations have stopped, and there definitely seems to be focus on both Sir Roderick and Clive currently, and their mystical abilities to fall from the sky, so to speak. What would you like to do?
Um, what 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 should be? I'm trying to figure out like what the best course of action is to help.
Well, you've identified the leader so far,
Yep.
and you have currently you're still up on the second floor looking down.
Does it look like there's anyone that I can take on? Like kick them out?
You're at the other end
Oh.
of the Salty Spittoon, so you'll definitely have to do a lot of kicking for your size.
Okay.
Does she sneak?
Can I try and sneak up behind someone? Is that possible?
You can, if you'd like to. There seems to be one that is rather enthralled towards the bottom of the stairs.
Can I sneak up behind him?
Okay. Sure, go ahead and roll for stealth.
Mm, 18 plus 5 is the dirty 23.
Dirty 23. So you're very easily successful sneaking up. He's very enthralled in what's just happened, especially that Clive dodged out of the way, and they're now slightly worried about their friend.
Can't touch
What would you like to do now that you are behind this guy?
I would like to pull my phaser gun and do I want to use my phaser gun or do I want to use my short swords? The short swords are still what kind of long, correct?
Yes, they're not daggers, but they're not long swords.
So maybe I'll use my phaser gun and I'll kind of like point to the back of his head.
Okay. All right.
And I will tell him, get the fuck out.
Stand down. Stand.
You tell this guy that. How are you saying it loudly? Are you saying it quietly?
I'm saying it so he can remember it.
Okay. All right. So you tell this guy to get out.
Can I roll for intimidation?
Yes, please.
Because I'm trying to be intimidating.
Yeah.
My intent is to be intimidating.
Then yes, intimidation would be fantastic.
You succeeded.
15 plus 3, dirty 18.
Dirty 18. So you've caught him quite off guard, and he slowly turns around and notices what is in front of him. Not that he understands what it is, but that it is something that he does not understand. But it's pointed directly at him, and it has a trigger. He then slowly begins to back out towards the door across the entirety of the Salty Spittoon. And as you walk him out the door, the rest of the group begin to mumble. Oh, what's that? What is that? What has she got? Holy crap. Man, who are these people?
Do you really want to find out?
And then, so, is he out the door already?
No, you're working your way across down.
Okay.
So you're at the point where now you're pretty much next to Sir Roderick, and a gentleman, or not gentleman, a guy next to Sir Roderick. Actually, after you say what you just said, Bubba, leans towards you and goes, "You know what? I think I'm out." And he just kind of casually speed walks his way out the door, and there's this kind of not mass exodus, but one by one of people leaving and making their way out until Nova has taken hers all the way out the door. They are all standing out in the road next to and around the two that have been knocked unconscious. And the only two left in the entirety of the Salty Spittoon are the two that were sitting there at the table exclaiming, "Breakfast fights are the best!" as well as your hooded figure, boss man, at the bar. The gremlins have began to clean up after all this craziness.
I would like to go sit down next to the man at the bar.
Okay. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. That is a dirty 20.
Okay. And let's see. All right. So as you go to sit down, before you even can get any words out, you feel a very sharp pressure around your neck. Roll for a perception.
Perception?
Yes.
24.
Okay. Shortly after you feel this pressure in your neck, you're able to glance over and notice that the gentleman that you've sat next to has stabbed you in the neck with a knife, and you've taken 12 damage.
With the armor class of 20?
This is so British.
Huh?
With the armor class of 20?
Yes.
Sneak attack.
12 damage, you
I
said?
like it. I like how he tried to puff his chest out there. What'd you say, Bubba?
I was asking 12 damage.
Oh, yeah, 12 damage. You also are going to be currently bleeding, and so you will take you'll take 3 damage every 5 seconds.
That's
Can
fine.
I ask a question? Do we perceive this?
Go ahead for those in so Bo actually Clive, you're the only one because Nova's actually out the door right now handling with hers. So go ahead and roll for perception.
30.
Huh?
I just want to kick him out. My emotions.
You said what?
30.
Good gosh.
That's what max I can get.
I wholeheartedly was about to call you out. I pulled up the game log. It's like 30K. Yeah. So you witness him sit down, him get stabbed, and then a small puddle of blood begin to form, both on the side of the bar table as well as dripping down onto the floor. And this concerns you greatly.
Can I stealth this?
Sure, you can roll for stealth.
I haven't fully sat down, have I?
14.
Or have I?
Your butt has definitely hit the chair now because
Alright. That's fine.
I got a 14.
That is A-okay.
And he should be facing away from me, correct?
he is facing away from you. Yes,
Okay.
so you do get advantage.
So, Cray.
Uh-huh.
You know what I did to the last thing I dealt with?
Cray,
With this giant
so when
snake?
you roll advantage.
I think so.
Cray,
I would like-
when you roll advantage.
Hold on, one at a time. Quinn first.
When you roll advantage, you pick the highest one out of the two, right?
Correct.
30.
You roll twice and it's the highest of the two.
30 on the second one.
Good gosh, that's nuts. All right. So yeah, so you remain entirely stealthy. Bubba, what were you talking about?
So, I'm going to use the spell Conjure Animals.
Okay.
Instead of a giant constrictor snake, I'm going to summon 8 beasts of challenge rating 1/4 or lower.
He's doing a thing.
I'm going to summon 8 constrictor snakes.
Okay. By the way, you've also taken about 18 more damage.
That's fine.
While he's trying to do this, I would like to pull out my poison dagger.
Okay.
And since I have a 30 stealth, I would like to sneak up behind this guy who just stabbed him and attempt to stab him up through the neck in a way that would pierce through his jaw.
Okay. Uh-huh. So we've already rolled stealth, so you've made it there. So go ahead and roll for strength
Makes it taste
on being able to get that through
right.
through
15.
the neck and okay. All right, so you're able to get most of the way. You don't get it exactly how you want it, but it definitely goes in through the bottom of his jaw.
Let's just kill him.
Yeah,
I
and
just got one thing to say.
It's not my turn.
okay.
I got one thing to say. I told you not to pull a knife in a bar fight.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah. So Bubba, while you're summoning your 8 constrictors or constricting snakes, they all arrive. Give us a little bit more about what exactly you're doing with those.
They're going to climb up to this man. Two of them are going to grab his legs and attach him to the stool he's sitting in. Two of them are going to get around his neck. And two of them are going to constrict around his torso and his arms.
Okay. So your snakes are able to do all of this with relative ease, and Clive comes in and deals the finishing blow, and sends his dagger through his jaw, which ultimately reaches up to his skull and his brain. The hand holding the dagger releases, and his arms drop down, still constricted, but they drop down into more of a limp state. The dagger falls out of your neck, and you begin to bleed more.
Yep.
So you are now bleeding.
Can I hand him one of my healing potions?
You can, yes, but currently you are bleeding at 6 damage for every 5 seconds.
Okay.
I would like to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay. All right. Quinn, you'll go first.
Okay. Here, Sir Roderick. That's pretty nasty wound. Use one of these.
Okay. Bubba, do you want to accept the health potion, or do you want to continue to cast your cure
Continue
wounds?
to cast my Cure Wounds.
Okay. So Quinn, he denies your health potion.
You'll need it more than I will, as I cast my spell.
Big words for such a big rabbit.
Well, did he say that or did he gargle that? Because it is through his vocal cords in his throat.
No, this is Bubba.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, this isn't the other guy. He's just kind of sitting there limp right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your dagger's still through his jaw.
Limp like a dead fish.
Yes.
Vertical.
So, Bubba, you begin to cast your Cure Wounds spell. Boss Lady, you are standing on the front porch. You have this entire group of baddies not eating out of the palm of your hand, but you have their full attention. You've continued to hold the one hostage. Is there anything that you would like to do?
I want to proclaim, I am the captain of this ship now.
Damn.
You're all under my liege.
To
my
which
vote.
they respond, "You are the captain of this ship now!"
Call me Captain Nova.
Got my vote.
I accept that.
And they all drop to their knees, and all hail Captain Nova!
How many of them are in my liege now?
You have gained 10.
What are they called? Baddies?
Yes, they're 10 baddies.
Oh.
Alright, I casted my spell on myself.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to then pick up the dagger that was stabbed into my throat.
Okay, so Sir Roderick, you heal for 22, and you pick up the dagger. Boss Lady, what else would you like to do?
I would like to ask the guy who I have held captive, why are you here? Why are you here?
We were just passing through, but it was time for breakfast. And our tradition is breakfast fights with whoever is in the tavern.
We get permission from the tavern keep before starting breakfast fights.
Did you get permission to pull a gun?
Well, I'm the captain of this ship, so I shall do as I
You were not the captain earlier. I was under a different captain.
Fair. But answer my question.
You answer mine.
I am the captain.
You're no captain of mine.
I am the captain of the ship.
I am not as weak as my counterparts over there. I spit in your general direction. Tuh. Your mother was a cheese wheel and your father was smelt of elderberries.
Ooh,
What I wanted to do.
it's not very effective.
Please make a strength saving throw as he turns to swing at you.
Strength saving. Dirty 10.
Dirty 10.
Dirty 10.
Go ahead and roll a d4.
Motherfucker.
Do you say this?
So as he's saying these things, he turns and swings, and he is able to hit you and deal 1 damage.
My count. May I counter?
Sure.
I would like to. Is he within pushing strength?
He's within striking distance. Yes, he's within pushing distance.
Whip him with the phaser gun.
Make a strength check.
You're such a bully, boss lady.
Yes! Strength saving is correct.
Just strength.
Oh, strength. Okay, 19. Oh, wait. Regular strength. Regular strength. Dirty 21.
Nice. So he turns and strikes you and deals 1 damage to you, which is basically just like a scar,
Okay.
a little scratch on your face. Yeah. To which your response is you just pistol whip him square in the forehead and exclaim, "I am the captain!" He kind of wobbles a little bit and takes a step back, and before he falls off the steps and out into the road, he goes, "Here we are, the captain now." He is now additional, so
Okay,
he
so
is. You are at 11 now, and he is knocked unconscious.
Okay. Okay. All right. First rule. If I'm fine with the breakfast fights, but you need to ask permission from the tavern keep first. Do we understand?
The response is, "Yes, ma'am! Yes, captain!"
Okay. Now, with that being said, let's all get back inside and enjoy our breakfast. We're going to pause the fight, we're going to eat, and then we're going to ask the tavern keep for a breakfast brawl. So we're going to go inside, we're going to sit down politely, and we're going to eat breakfast.
You see a hand raised.
Yes.
What's politely?
You'll sit with me. Come on, I'll explain it when we get inside.
And you begin to bring them inside. We slide back over to Ashton and Rogue. Rogue, while you were gone, as you guys got down into the lifeboat,
Yes.
you were the only one out of the two of you to realize that there is only one oar.
I call dibs.
Okay, that just means I don't have to row.
I could just toss you overboard.
What would you guys like to do?
So, Farn, are you gonna roll or what?
Well, what would you guys like to do first?
Yeah.
I'll row, but I don't like your attitude.
I hated yours from day one. So Oh well.
Could have let you die in the labyrinth.
Hilarious. Anyway. I'm gonna try.
Building strong friendships here.
Pretty much.
We all love each other here.
I never liked you from the start. I should have let
Oh,
you
would
die.
you
in the
two
labyrinth.
ladies just kiss?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you start to paddle away.
Okay, I decided to paddle us to shore.
All right. So you begin to paddle towards the shore, and as you guys get away,
Shut up.
the
It's
rest
hard
of...
enough as it is. We only got one oar. Hope's just in the background. I begin to paddle to shore. She pipes up with the world's smallest paddle.
Yeah. Hey, can I try?
Don't give me ideas.
It's like, don't give me ideas.
Oh no.
Hey, Craig, can I try and just rip a plank off the boat and use that as a paddle?
Sure, actually, yeah. So as you guys are going past the boat, go ahead and make a strength check.
Okay, hold on. Let me just find.
Which one? Both of us?
No, me.
No, just him. Just Ashton.
Okay.
Do you rip the
Okay. What does a 70 give me?
Unfortunately, you grab the wrong board.
Oh god.
And unfortunately, you take 1 damage because the board you grab when you rip it off actually has a nail on the other side, and you prick your finger.
I'd rather you prick your finger than ruin our boat. The
No, I'm
only
talking about-
boat we have left.
I'm trying to grab something from the big boat. Idiot.
Yeah,
All right,
how'd
as you
that
guys
work out for you?
As you guys are paddling past, Ashton, I'll give you another shot if you'd like.
All right. Round 2. Here we go.
Yep.
Round 2.
But the cracking is starting to get more apparent, and you start to see that the ship is now beginning to sink further and further into the water.
So 9.
So 9. So you're actually able to go ahead and roll perception for me as well, Ashton.
This is what we get for buying a boat from a blind guy.
3.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be a wish. But
We
okay.
didn't even buy the boat.
Did y'all?
I was
Did y'all
gonna
buy?
say, it looks like...
Of course, a blind guy would give you a boat that's breaking down.
Oh, that's right. I remember.
It wasn't
we
a
kicked him in
blind
the
guy.
nuts and took his boat.
Please, no.
Give it to you. Just assault
Path
him.
It was
was
just an
set
old
for
man,
y'all.
an old fisherman.
He's like,
Just
I'm
walked
telling you.
straight up to him and square up, kicked him in the nuts.
Oh my goodness!
You're
All
like, I
right,
challenge you to a duel, but I'm blind. Boom. Oh.
But I'm blind.
Ashton, you truly have Timothy energy tonight. These rolls are. You need me to roll for you?
No, I'm good.
Okay,
I
all
challenge
right,
you
all
to
right.
a duel.
So
But I'm
I challenge
so
you to a
Rogue is
duel.
beginning.
Where's
Rogue's
that
beginning to
shunny?
pick up speed. Okay, Rogue's beginning to pick up speed with his one paddle, and so as you go past the boat, you try to grab onto another one. You just can't get a firm enough grasp to actually pull it off. And then right as you're getting ready to go towards the end of it, you do notice that there's a small bit that looks like it's half of a board, and it looks kind of loose. And you're able to grab onto that strong enough to where you're able to pull it off. And so you now have half of a board that you could use as a paddle if you wanted to.
Well, it ain't much, but hey, it's something. I'm gonna use that as a paddle.
All right. So you guys begin to paddle on. You are a little bit slow, but
paddle on.
Ashton,
I just
you
realized I could click on the app. Sorry.
yeah. Oh, you're good. Ashton, you are paddling. You can see the land, and Rogue, you can watch, or you are watching the ship sink further and further into the ocean and slowly disappear as you guys get closer.
Note to self: don't kick a blind guy in the nuts and steal his boat. Got
There you go.
Little did you know before
Write that in the daily journal.
tried to freak me
it.
out.
Yeah, there you go.
Crazy thing is, y'all didn't even do
I
that.
challenge you to a duel. What's that, Sonny? Bam.
Crazy thing is, they didn't even do that.
We're gonna pick your boat now. Frank, if you make me on this show.
Be even more
Little
hilarious.
did
we
they
kick
know
him in the
they took
nards and he
it-
gets his sight back.
What really happened was
He's like, woo!
little did they know they took the
I've
pirate
lost
ship
my
that they
manhood, but I
sunk.
can see. Compromise.
So hold on, I'll make James's manhood.
All right, Ashton, what was it you wanted to do?
I'm paddling.
Okay, go ahead and roll for investigation for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I roll to see how far we are from shore?
You actually currently are not looking. You're not in the right direction. You're not facing the right way. So
Okay, yeah.
you have to rely right now. You have to rely on Ashton. Ashton's rolled a 6. He's really bad at judging distance.
And what about? I want to say a
This is
mile
why
away.
you have no friends.
And this is why everybody loves is dead.
Jeremy.
Ashton tells you that you are about a mile from shore, and you respond with, "This is why you have no friends."
I roll to see what's from shore because I don't trust a single word out of his freaking mouth.
Okay. All right.
I just straight up went, and this is why everybody you love is dead.
Let's go, dirty 20.
Oh no! That's an initiative roll. So you need to click on the
Oh.
investigation.
Okay, hang on.
It's investigation. Fun fact, I'm like 90% sure it's investigation worse than mine.
It should be like next to investigation. There should be like a plus number, and then you click that plus number, and it'll roll like that.
In it alphabetical.
Yes,
All right,
I
let me
think
get
so.
into my ability.
It should be on that character screen.
Yeah.
My
I tried
highest,
clicking it, it didn't work.
Okay.
my highest check is intimidation with a plus
There we
4.
go. 12 plus 1, 13.
Perfect.
We were all there once.
All right. So I also want Ashton to do a dexterity saving throw.
Of course, here's the one stat that I don't have anything in. 14.
Oh god.
He said -1. All right. So Rogue, you turn because you just don't trust Ashton. You
No, I
turn
don't.
to make a better assessment of how far you are from the shore, and go ahead and roll for. Or actually, that is your investigation. So you're able to determine that instead of being a mile from shore, you're actually more like a half of a mile from shore. But
Dumbass.
in you turning around, you actually rock the boat, and Ashton, you become a little concerned that his actions might tip this lifeboat over.
You become the paddle, Ashton.
You become the battle.
I can do that if I want to, but I won't.
Oh my god. Oh, is the baby scared of getting wet?
Both of you, please do a Constitution saving throw.
Oh god.
Okay,
I opened my mouth too soon.
5. I'm pretty sick.
Ashton, go ahead and roll a d4 for me.
Oh god.
Why?
Because suffering is fun.
2.
Yeah, pretty much. Constitution. 21.
No, you want Constitution save, not a Constitution check. There should be a Constitution saving.
Yeah, I got a 2.
Here we go.
Yeah, I see
What
that.
do I
Yeah.
get?
So you're
Constitution save.
there.
19.
Perfect. Okay.
If I'm gonna throw up, I'm gonna throw up all over Varn.
So you're not throwing up. So as you steady the lifeboat and kind of regain your grounds, a school of flying fish begin to fly through, and one of them flies across the boat and smacks you in the head, hard enough to do 2 damage.
Who, me or him?
To Ashton. Well,
Ow.
the fish that come flying towards you surprisingly, as your turn actually dodges the one that was aiming for you, and
Let's
so
go.
you're able to navigate and dodge all of those and return back to your seat, which you see a very very red half of Ashton's face, but you don't know how it got that way.
You okay, buddy?
I don't want to fucking talk about it.
It's not your time of the month, is it?
I'm a dude.
Yeah, excuses.
Wait, can I kill him yet?
Listen, y'all can do whatever you want. If you want to attack him, then we can. If that's what you want to do, you're in a lifeboat in the ocean.
I can swim.
Can he?
I hope not.
Wait, what was said? I didn't hear it.
He said, "I can swim," and I said, "Can he?" He being you.
I said, I hope.
Of course I can swim.
I said, I hope not.
What makes you so confident that you can swim?
What, me?
Yeah. What makes you so confident that your character can swim?
Well, it's how high my dexterity is, as well as my frickin' sleight of hand skill. I would certainly hope so.
I don't even know how to.
I was expecting something like within the backstory of like, yeah, well, from the ripe old age of 2, I was thrown in lakes.
That's hey, that's what I was.
Oh, as soon as I was born, my father tried to drown me.
Have you seen the? Have you all seen that like movie where he's drowning? And he's like, give it a minute. He's like, he's drowning, and he learns to swim, and then she's like, I don't know how to swim. Tosses her in.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, guys, I'll be right back. 1 second.
A man is drowning in the river in Lego City.
The man is drowning.
All right. So Ashton, what are you looking to do? You guys are continuing to paddle on. You now go ahead and make another investigation check.
Okay. Investigation. An 8.
An 8.
I'm getting awful rolls today.
So
I used all my luck earlier.
You did indeed. You're still under the impression that, based off of your analysis, you're about half of a mile out from shore.
Alright, so I'm getting better at it.
Not really.
You got lucky.
Not really.
No, not at all. Cause I got like a 8.
Oh.
All right. Both of you make Constitution saving throws again.
Okay.
Oh God.
Okay.
1 second.
6.
I got a 4.
Go ahead and roll d4s for me, both of you.
Oh God.
4.
Okay. Hang on.
Thank goodness Jeff gave us temporary HP.
If you need to, you can just roll the custom d4. Rogue. Make it easy. There you go.
I
got a 1.
Yep.
Perfect.
Thank
goodness Jeff gave us temporary HP before we left.
Yeah, exactly.
I would have been unconscious by now.
Oh, jeez. So another school of flying fish come through, and this one catches you very much off guard, Ashton. It's actually the first of the school that comes out and clocks you. You actually drop the half of the board that you're holding. Thankfully, it drops into the boat, but they hit you so hard that you take 4 damage. And you're seeing stars a little bit. Rogue, you actually see the Ashton get hit, and you begin to giggle a little bit. But through this giggle, a flying fish comes out of nowhere and clocks you, and you take 1 damage.
My name's Jeff.
Well, I'm out of temporary HP points, and now I'm down to my regular health.
I still got
Alright.
I think, still at like 4 additional HP on top of my character, so I'm doing pretty good.
For
I'm getting,
now.
bro. My rolls are just awful today.
Ashton, the
Yes, I've
side of your
noticed.
face that was red has now there's 3 or 4 actual parts that have now started to kind of seep blood. It's not you're not
Hey,
bleeding, but
buddy,
the
are
impact
you okay?
has really affected you.
You okay, dude?
Shut up.
Oh, do you want to talk about it?
Do you want your head cut off today?
Hey, I'm not the one who lost his ore.
All right.
Anyway,
So you guys continue to row and continue to row, and 2 more schools of flying fish come through, but you are both able to dodge them, and even smack a couple, Ashton, with your board and knock them out and kill them, and they fall into the boat. And so now you have a little bit of food that you can keep with you.
loot the body.
Yeah, food the body. You find a sword. No,
Yeah,
Hey,
dude,
it's a
yeah.
sword fish.
That reminds me.
it's a sword fish.
Hey, that reminds me of that one time we looted somebody's house. Remember that?
Oh my god.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was already burnt down, but hey, they're not gonna miss a couple of things.
Pretty much.
I need this man.
At this point, though, you guys have pretty much reached the shore, and Ashton, you notice that there is uh, a gentleman, a humanoid being that seems to be beckoning to you from the shore itself.
Dude, I was fucking exhausted.
My mom always
Yeah.
told me to be wary of strangers, but he's got candy.
What would you guys like to do? Continue in land?
Yeah, I'm going in. Cause,
I'm going towards people. Yeah.
yeah, I'm going. Yeah, me too. Cause I want to stay. I want to be as far away as from the water as I possibly can.
Yeah, I've pretty much had my fill as well.
All right, so you guys go ahead and you land the boat, the lifeboat onto the shore, a little bit of ways from where this human is, and they begin to make their way over to you guys. As you guys kind of get out, and you begin to scoop up the sand in your hands. One of you, Ashton, walks up and kisses a rock because he's so happy to be back on solid ground.
Gay.
I give a big fat middle finger to Varn and the ocean.
I'm sorry?
I give a middle finger to both Varn and the ocean.
No, I'm not
He just found his
interested in
middle
you
finger.
like that. Thanks.
So as this happens, the humanoid comes up and he goes, "Well, you 2 look like you've been through hell or the ringer or both.
Scooter from Borderlands?
Would you 2 like to have some much needed rest?"
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Yes, please. That'd be great. That'd be nice.
All right, well, hold on tight.
Damn you, Tom.
Dude,
I'm actually amazed that neither of you said anything after that. So what's going to happen is after he says that, there's going to be a hole that opens up underneath both of you, and you both just fall into what feels like what feels like a very empty space. But as quickly as you feel the empty space, you feel a hominess begin to arrive, and you now find yourself sitting at a table in a tavern. In front of you is a large group of about 11 baddies that come walking in to this tavern. And at the very end of them is a small. Are you an elf?
Mhm.
You're human. A small human holding what appears to be some type of a pistol.
She's a dwarf.
No, I don't think so.
I'm ready to
You
kill
guys
something.
like to do?
I'm ready to kill something.
He said I'm ready to kill something.
Okay, you do you, bud.
You got him sorted out?
You guys here for the
I've already saved your ass twice. I'm not doing it a third time.
Since when?
Question, Craig, do we notice them?
Both. So you and Bubba actually do not. Boss lady, what would you like to do as you're herding your crew,
my baddies in?
your baddies into back into the Salty Splatoon?
I want to turn to those guys and be like, "Oh, are you guys here for the breakfast?"
As you say breakfast, you hear all 11 of the baddies just ring out breakfast.
The breakfast baddies.
Breakfast baddies.
Yeah.
I'm so close to pulling out the great sword.
Nova, what are you doing with them? This dude just tried to kill me.
I got them under control. Don't worry. They are my breakfast baddies.
Listen, they
Do
tried
I still
killing
have,
you,
do
but
I still have the
stabbed him through the
constrictor
throat.
snake
You got
spray
me next
with
to you.
me?
You're fine.
You still have the constrictor snake. They are still around the other body.
I'd like to call him off of him. And then I'd like to loot the body.
Well, fair, I got
So you call back your snakes and you go to loot the body. But just as quickly as you go to loot the body, you are met with the need to make a strength saving throw.
That is a nat 20 plus, I think 13? No, 12. So 32?
So as you go to loot the body, you are met with a fist that comes very strongly striking up your jaw, and you are knocked up off of your butt, and you are now standing beside this figure. This figure is the one that punched you.
I'd like
Even
to
though-
rabbit kick him.
Huh?
I'd like to rabbit kick him into the wall.
You know, I'm so glad you guys take care of the Salty Splatoon. All right. So
Hey, we're
go
taking
ahead.
care of it enough, okay?
It's fine. It's fine. Hey, listen, bar fight.
Not my fault. Someone decided to bleed all over the counters.
That's unsanitary.
All right. So go ahead and do your rolls for the rabbit kick.
Right?
I'll give this place 1 star.
22.
I made Boslady
All
laugh.
right. Your rabbit kick is successful. Go ahead and roll the damage dice for it.
9.
Okay.
No. 10.
Oh, no. Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, right. Yeah. Can't have an odd number. So you go ahead and as he meets your chin and kind of gets you out of this chair, you very quickly raise both of your legs and pound him through the wall and into the backyard of the Salty Splatoon. And his body falls into what looks to be a heap, covered by the hood that he was wearing.
What's that?
Ashton, you and Rogue both witnessed this.
I like to loot the body.
What is with
really
you
someone
and
get-
looting dead things
You
today?
watch someone get laid out and you're like, can I loot the body? No, who is this guy who just
Why?
laid out a big man? No.
Why do I just imagine him getting absolutely blasted out this, and as he's going through the wall, Ashton's like getting up out of his chair and just starting to book it.
I just like to stare and
It's
look
I
at
need
him
to
with the
loot that body.
intimidating look.
Quickly loot the body before he gets back up.
Roll for intimidation, Bubba.
I get the words.
Yeah, loot the body.
Intimidation. That is a 17 plus 4, 21.
Okay. So, Ashton, you decided you want to go loot this body, but as you bend down to ravage the corpse, you feel this extremely menacing stare directly at you.
For some reason, this feels familiar. Can I turn towards the menacing feeling?
You do, and you see a rabbit or a herringon
Back
stare
away.
very deeply into your eyes, with fire coming from theirs.
Wait a second.
Who are you?
Do I recognize him as the dude from the dream?
Yes, you recognize him
You
as what Quinn
Can
said.
I roll a perception?
you can, yes.
Okay.
I got you.
27.
Good gosh.
Oh.
Dude, who did you pay at D&D Beyond?
Sure.
This is what happens when we're high
Trust
level,
me, I don't have the
Cray.
money.
Yeah, I know. It's tough for me to adjust it. All
Oh,
right,
it's
so Quinn,
so
so you
goofy,
notice
yeah,
obviously
bro.
all of this. You do also notice that your dagger was kicked out of your hand because it was still in his face, and so you're also picking up on the menacing, intimidating factor that Sir Roderick is putting out towards the unknown looter. Ashton, you do recognize him from your dream, and all you know about him is what you remember in that dream and what you experienced in that dream.
Hey, it's the rabbit
Wait,
from
I
the
know
dream.
you.
What?
Oh,
What?
wait a minute.
What
Roger.
dream?
Hey, Roderick.
What's
These
your
are,
name? I
these are the
forgot.
guys from my dream.
What?
These are the guys from my dream. You were in the dream. You know this.
I was not in any dream. If I was in a dream, I'd remember.
Like these two right here. They're good people.
I still continue to give the intimidating look.
Oh, stop it.
And with that, we fade out of the mist.
Ah, it is exactly 9, isn't it?
Yeah.